What's up, everybody? This is Reese here from C Manga, and welcome to my review of Hajime no Ippo chapter 1045, Feedback Confidence. So, with this one, it looks like Ippo's confidence levels are running super high in this chapter. But the one thing that actually really did stand out for me a lot in this chapter was a little conversation between Miyata and Fuji. The whole thing, the whole thing of no matter how many times Ippo gets hit, he doesn't go down. He just keeps fighting back. And it's kind of true. Every time you see this guy fight, it's like no matter what the opponent does to him, he just never gives up. He never kind of like quits and just like, oh gosh, I can't get up, I can't get. You never kind of like see that little inner monologue running like, I can't continue. He's too strong. If other people, it's like, oh man, what am I doing? I'm on the floor. It's like he's just too strong. I can't do this. I can't do this. Instead, it's just like, oh, okay, he's not been down. Oh well, I've got to hit him back. He just gets up and just gets on with it, which is pretty cool. Um, but yeah, it's also another thing like this is exactly what Miyata said. Obviously, this whole little kind of never giving up thing, it really actually is Ippo's ultimate mind game that he plays on people. It's a thing of like like you said, they always hit back, giving their strongest hits, but Ippo never quits. He keeps coming back. It makes you think like, what? Am I just weak? Am I making no progress on this guy? Whatever, whatsoever. It's pretty funny. It's like it just makes it seem like Ippo is invincible. And then obviously there was the other point that Fuji made, which is in Ippo's last 10 fights. Well, it was either Fuji or Miyata, one or two. But either way, the main thing is in Ippo's last 10 fights, he hasn't been downed. And so that's obviously like from the fight against Sanada to the fight against Kojima, he hasn't gone down. And this part here actually did make me have to sit there and properly think hard. Because it's like, I swear that Ippo has gone down before, like obviously the Sawamura fight. That was one. He obviously took that nasty counter when he was trying to Dempsey roll. It's like, okay, I could have sworn that knocked him down, but he got back up. And then there's just many moments where I swear he would have got knocked down. But thinking about it really hard, it actually was a thing of every time he was about to go down, he hung on ever so slightly just by grabbing onto the ropes or sheer force of will keeping him up. Another example is obviously the Kojima fight. He took that friggin' two-ton punch to the face. He hung on just about by like the skin of his toes and was able to fire back his full body weight behind that strong hit. So yeah, it's one of the things. It's like, wow, that is really cool. That's actually like kind of an eye opener. But I guess all that strength there and everything is pretty much thanks to Kamigawa sealing off the Dempsey roll, building up his lower body so he can unleash a stronger Dempsey roll and be able to handle it. His lower body's strong enough to absorb all them blows, so I guess it makes complete and total sense. So yeah, but other than that, I'm finally, I think, starting to come down, like, understand exactly what Alfredo's bad habits are that they keep talking about. Obviously, just like seeing the little infight they were doing, it could be a thing of like, he ends up getting into an infight, then getting a bit sloppy, and then it, in the end, just becomes like, some messy mud fight basically. He's always rising to the challenge of in fights because like, yep, I want to see you at your strongest, therefore I'm going to beat you at your strongest, kind of thing. Sort of like how David Eagle was with Takamura. He kind of like baited him into fighting on Takamura's kind of level, so he's kind of fighting at a disadvantage to kind of test himself. It could be something like that. But yeah, going from what we've seen so far, obviously Alfredo, he's very good even at close range. I mean, like everyone was saying that Ippo's body blows are just about just connecting. So it's going to be the thing of like, okay, how long is Alfredo's legs going to last before they just say, you know what, I'm done. I can't take this no more. It's one of them silent damage builders. It's pretty much a repeat of the Wally fight. I said that in the last review as well. That's kind of what I'm predicting this fight's going to end out like. But yeah, thanks to obviously the way this whole chapter's gone, Ippo's finally got his confidence back. He's happy. He's like, yep, I can actually hit the number 2, so maybe I can go all the way and win this thing. So yeah, it's kind of nice to see Ippo like, all back to full confidence level, seeing as how like everyone's been saying he's become weaker, which I think is probably just a thing of his confidence, because obviously the Kojima fight, it did kind of mess his psyche up a little, because obviously that's not how he does things. That was not boxing. That was just his little version of a street fight. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much a chapter. Ippo's getting his confidence back. Round 3 is about to start, which did surprise me. It's like, oh my god, it's only been 2 rounds. You know, all these kind of breaks that the manga's taking is really just messing up the whole time frame of everything. I just have no idea how long this fight's been going on for, but apparently 6 minutes. So yeah, start of round 3. Hopefully things will change. It won't go back to its little kind of stalemate bit that it's at. It'll go into like a nice little infight. We'll see something good come out of it, and yeah, we'll see someone finally start taking advantage. So yeah, with that, guys, that is pretty much my review over. I thought it was a decent chapter. You know, it seems like a nice little turning point, but what did you guys think? You can let me know in your comments below. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, give it a little thumbs up, helps out a lot, and don't forget to check out the other stuff we do on the channel. So I'll see you next time.